Good afternoon. It's Sherry Peoples again. And for this grant proposal discussion, I'm actually approaching this with a topic that I've been researching in my other class, which is the Transcontinental Railroad. This is an area that, in my opinion, does not get enough attention in the classroom. My proposal would be for a grant to create a traveling American Railroad Museum exhibit that would feature things like original maps, photographs, oral histories, newspaper accounts, Pullman materials, engineer uniforms, railroad schedules, freight records. I think it would also be good to incorporate interactive displays where visitors could compare travel costs and travel times on the train with those on a stage, and possibly even be able to map out a travel plan by rail using the historic data that was available. After exploring the various agencies from the module this week, I think the best agency to approach with a proposal of this nature would be the Mellon Foundation. The Mellon Foundation provides grants under the category of public knowledge with the idea of preserving knowledge and artifacts while making it available to all. I think it also might be able to fit under the Inspire grant category for the Institute of Museum and Library Services if it was connected to a local library. Now, why a traveling exhibition? There is research that shows the effectiveness of traveling exhibitions, particularly in connection with schools. In the impact of a museum traveling exhibition on middle school teachers and students from rural, low income homes, Harker and Badger studied results of a traveling exhibit from the United States Holocaust Memorial Museum that was hosted at the University of North Georgia, and it was visited by 5 middle schools. All but one were Title I schools, and the one that wasn't was right on the verge of being a Title I school. Many of the students that came had never been to a museum or even been on a college campus. The school field trip afforded them the opportunity to make real life connections while engaging in the exhibit and participating in discussions with professors that challenged their higher order thinking skills when the visit to the exhibit was over. They actually surpassed the expectations of many of their teachers. In the article Engaging with Campus and Community, Grove et al. Examines the use of traveling exhibitions in the academic library setting. They discuss various Holocaust related exhibits and the ways universities incorporated the exhibits, providing greater opportunities for student learning. The 3 universities that they looked at were Penn State, Georgia Southern, and the University of Mississippi. At each location, libraries found ways to highlight materials of similar themes and arrange various programs around the exhibits. School faculty were engaged in promoting additional programs. Special classes were created, and even internships were established around the exhibits. The keys to the successes of these programs were flexibility and actively seeking ways to maximize their potential. Other examples of this type of program exist for the K 12 setting that have been very successful. A simplified version is the Traveling Trunk Program by the American Battlefield Trust. It is a completely free program for educators, and they send teaching materials along with the authentic artifacts and replicas that students can engage with. They have trunks for the American Revolution and the Civil War. And there's usually a wait list for these. And some of you probably to do that in a school setting, you would have to get on that list about a year ahead of time. Another example is the Smithsonian Site Traveling Exhibition. Now, these are quite extensive as they are true museum exhibitions and they can be quite expensive to rent. This is the type of exhibition that this proposal would seek to create. And as of now, the Smithsonian has not created previously and does not now have in the plans to create an exhibition on the railroad. Thank you. Have a good week.